Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a review for you guys, and it's going to be on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Master Palette by Mario. I was not planning on filming a review today, but I decided to kind of play around with the shadows, and after using them on my eyes, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and film a review and go ahead and just share my first impressions since I did use the palette to create this look that I'm wearing today. So that is what I'm going to be sharing with you for today's video. Before we get started, if you are new, hey, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for today's review. I hope that you enjoy and find it helpful. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and also be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. It will add you to my fam here on YouTube and will also make sure that you never miss a future upload. So if you would like to hear my thoughts and opinions on the new Master Palette by Mario, then please keep watching. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in with the packaging. I did order mine online from Sephora.com. I normally order my palettes from Anastasia from Ulta, but when I went on the website to order it, it was completely sold out. So I did end up picking mine up from Sephora, and when I received it in the mail, it came in this cardboard box packaging, which is pretty standard for Anastasia eyeshadow palettes. So this one in particular comes in a matte black packaging with metallic gold accents. The words and Anastasia's logo here on the side is like a raised metallic gold writing on the box. And then on the back, you have all of the shades that you receive in the eyeshadow palette, as well as, you know, a quick little blurb from Mario, very short and just a very short and sweet description of what to expect from the eyeshadow palette. So when you actually take the palette out of the box, this is what it looks like. Again, it's that same matte black packaging with the raised kind of embossed metallic gold writing on the front of the packaging. I think that this packaging is really, really sleek. I'm always a huge fan of black and gold anything. I just think it's so classic and so beautiful and so timeless. I absolutely love this packaging. I think that this might be my favorite packaging from her so far, just because I think this is just classic and just, I mean, absolutely beautiful. I'm a huge fan of black and gold. So again, on the back, you just have, you know, the typical ingredients and all that kind of stuff on the back of the palette. And then when you open it up, you have these absolutely stunning shades on the inside of the eyeshadow palette. You also have the brush that typically comes with the palette. It's got like a blending brush on one end and then a packing brush on the other end. And when I initially received this palette, I could not think of how to describe these shades, but then when I read the description online, they describe these shimmer shades as jewel toned shades, and I think that that is a perfect description because it's not your typical shimmer, but I think jewel toned is like the perfect description for these shadows. They are stunning. So there are 3 matte shades in the palette, these 3 right here, and then all of the other shades on the inside are that shimmer jewel toned kind of metallic finish, which I think is beautiful. This palette is so different from any of the other palettes that I have purchased or that Anastasia has come out with in the past up to this point. So I'm really happy that I got my hands on this one because I don't have anything like this in my collection, and I think the colors are absolutely stunning and perfect for fall. And then of course you do have your mirror on the inside of the palette, which makes it perfect for on-the-go application and for travel. So as far as the nitty-gritty specifics and details of the eyeshadow palette, it does come with 14 shades. As I already mentioned, 3 of them are matte, and then the rest of them are that jewel tone metallic shimmery finish. The palette does retail for $45, which is a little bit more on the pricey side considering most other Anastasia palettes do come with a couple additional eyeshadows in them. This one is coming with a few, like a little bit less eyeshadows, but it's still retailing for around the same price. But I still do think that it is worth it because the shadows are absolutely stunning. But again, like I said, it does retail for $45. I picked mine up from Sephora, but they are also on sale at Ulta and also on Anastasia's website. So I do always like to read to you guys a little blurb off of what they describe or how they describe the palette. so that you kind of know what you're looking forward to or what to expect. So just a quick little blurb. As you guys already know, the palette is in collaboration with Mario, who is a celebrity makeup artist. And the palette contains 12 neutral and jewel tone shades in a range of matte to metallic finishes, which I did already mention. And then it does also say on here that it features a rich, highly pigmented formula and a double-ended brush. Mirrored compact slides easily into your bag for on-the-go application, which I did also mention. So of course I am going to insert for you guys a clip showing you guys all of the shades swatched, but I did really quickly want to do a couple of live swatches for you guys. I know that I typically just kind of show you the shades swatched and that's it, but I thought for this video it would be a little bit better to kind of switch it up and just show you guys live swatches so that you can see how the colors actually swatch in real time, as opposed to just showing you guys a pan of the colors already swatched on my arms. So I'm going to go ahead and just dip into a couple of the colors. So this first color that I'm going to swatch for you guys is in the shade Hollywood. It's this beautiful gold shade right here. And then here is your swatch. So as you can see, I barely even really dipped my finger into the eyeshadow, and you see the pigment that you get here. Now I will go ahead and say that the eyeshadows are pretty powdery. Most of Anastasia's shadows that I own are pretty powdery, but as long as you tap off the excess after you dip your brush into them, I don't ever really get any fallout, and the color blends out like butter, and it's really smooth and just a beautiful application. So I did want to go ahead and mention that they are pretty powdery, but I don't really get a ton of fallout when I'm actually applying them to my eye, and they do apply very, very smooth. Okay, so next up I'm going to swatch the shade Muse. This one is kind of like a more brownish cranberry shade. So there is that one right there. I think this color is so beautiful. I'm definitely gonna have to do a makeup tutorial with this shadow. It's kind of got a rosy undertone to it, but it also kind of has those berry tones as well. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. And then there's also a gorgeous olive green in here as well. This one is in the shade Bronx. So there is that one for you guys right there. Another stunning, absolutely stunning shade. And then last but not least, I want to swatch a matte color for you. This one is this shade Isabel, and this one is a beautiful transition color. So that is Isabel right there. I do have this shade in my crease right now as the transition color, and it just blended out beautifully. So yeah, as you guys can see, these shadows are super pigmented, super creamy and buttery. They apply absolutely stunning to the lid. And like I said, I do have them on my eyes today. I did not film this particular look. So if you're interested, just give this video a big thumbs up, or let me know down below if you would like to see how I created this particular look. But I am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. Do I think you need it in your life? I would say yes, just because I think that these shades are just so unique and so different from any of the other eyeshadow palettes that I have purchased from Anastasia. I would say if you have been waiting or holding out to pick up a palette from her, this is the one that you should pick up, because the shadows are just so different and the finish and the formula is just so, so different. So that is going to bring us to the end of this review. I hope that you enjoyed. I think it's pretty obvious that I am completely obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I have not come across a palette yet from Anastasia that has let me down. She kills it every single time. So this one is no exception. Definitely recommend that you pick it up. If you have already picked it up, let me know down below what you think of it. I would love to know your thoughts as well. If you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I will also link the palette for you down below to make it easy for you to shop. I did just recently check, and it is available at Ulta, Sephora, and of course on the Anastasia website. But I will link it down below for you guys so that you can check it out and all of that good stuff. So I don't think that I have anything else to share with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.